something that I got today that, for my booth, of course, but most of these items are really going to be for my family's keepsake because it holds a lot of memories. Not that I was around in 1933, but I can't wait to show you. I'm getting my tripod out so that I can put the camera on. Hopefully somebody will show up because I don't have tons of time today. Hey, Miss Paula, I did my first online auction. And yes, I'm so excited, but I only have a short amount of time and I just wanted to share with people. I literally cried. I met the lady who her father collected all of this, and it was from the 1933 Chicago World Fair. And he had so much stuff. This was their second auction. I never even saw the first auction, but I just wanted to share some of it with people. Like this um, print for the Chicago World Fair. And then this one is worth, I can't believe how much a map could be worth. But look at this. So I can tell you a little bit here. So the lady, she grew up way over Naperville, over this way. Where is it? She grew up here. So she grew up here, and that's where her father is from and his whole family. And then I grew up, and my husband grew up right around here. And that's my husband went to Niles High School and Morton Grove. That's where he grew up. And I grew up, let's see, Arlington Heights. I grew up right over here. And so this was really, really exciting. And this it just shows you all the, places in the city and stuff. But this map is, I think I want to frame it, but with have glass on both sides. So it was from the gas station. If you remember those days when we didn't have GPS and we had to go and get gas station maps. Then I got two of these brass key to Chicago World Fair, and they are so heavy. They're gorgeous. So I got two of those. Then I got this cute radio flyer wagon. And this was used for sales. Like the salesman would take the radio flyer when they go on their calls to try to sell the wagons. Um, then I got this awesome book, Chicago Then and Now. And it's from the World Fair. But what makes this special is it was actually signed to this gentleman, her dad, and it was signed from from the publishing company because it was just a publisher that made it. There was no like person, so it was signed from Finch and McCullough Publishing, but it was sent to her dad in 1943. So this was really really cool. It just has tons of information in it. So I can't wait to dig into reading this. Then another really fun thing is this was worth almost $200. The whole Old Heritage Inn, and it's in North Chicago Northwestern Depot restaurants, and it has the menu. And the menu, let's see, appetizers 45 cents, 40 cents, relishes, soups were 25 cents, fish and seafood, broiled Lake Superior whitefish, $1, fried sea scallops, tartar sauce, julienne potatoes, broiled lobster, and julienne potatoes, $1.25. Hot sandwiches, roast beef and mashed potatoes, 70 cents. So this was August 26, 1934. This was their menu. And then I got these salt and pepper shakers. You know me, I love my salt and pepper shakers. And it came in the original box. Another set of salt and pepper shakers, which is really super cool. The ball jars. You guys all know what the ball jars are, right? So this is a salt and pepper shaker set with the case, and then it had the ball blue book that you could mail away for, and it he also had this newspaper article from it's from an antique dealer. Salt and pepper shakers in miniature might be big, and he had that tucked away in that box, and that was from August 30th of 1981. So that was kind of cool that he was following up on his big finds. Another salt and pepper shaker that I got in its original box are the Chicago World Fair Most House, Illinois Host House. So it's a Hall of Science, which is now known as Science and Industry, but it still has the stoppers in them, and they're just gorgeous with the real box. Then I got okay, it's Hiram Walker's Distilled London Dry Gin, 90 proof, Century of Progress Edition, distilled in Peoria, Illinois. And this was the original box. So this was the bottle. And then this one is Hiram's Canadian Club Straight Whiskey, um, Werther's and Son, Peoria, Illinois. And it's at the Century Progress, Chicago, 1934. And there's the bottle, perfect condition. I got this tea seeper, and it has a little charm on it, so it's like a tea seeper for your tea leaves. And I got trinket dishes. This is a silver trinket dish, and this one is Belgium Village. Um, in Chicago. So it says 1933 World's Fair Chicago, Belgium Village. And then I got tons and tons and tons of pins. Um, this one was really big. It's Buck Rogers pin, and that is worth a lot of money. I just kind of skimmed through what things were worth, and some of these were big, but he must have been an exhibitor because this was a member's pin, Chicago member. And then he had um, this pin, and there's one that said uh, International Exposition, and it has his badge number on that. And when I looked online, there was ones that had exposition, which meaning the people that showed things in the fair. And then there was guest passes. So these were from exposition. And here was another Buck Rogers. And then on the back side, it says uh, Green Green Duck of Company of Chicago. That's who made the pin. Um, so there's a few more pins in there. I got this beautiful silver bracelet. It's a cuff bracelet, and it undoes itself right here behind. And this is the World Fair 1833 to 1934, Chicago. And then what else? I'm just doing it quick, guys, because I have to get up to my store, but I wanted to show you. Now, this I'm going to take time and look through because who knows? This is why this means so much to me, is because I grew up in Chicago. My uncle started Flash Cab Company in Chicago, and it was a cab company for veterans that came home and needed jobs. He would get them the tokens because to be a taxi cab driver, you needed a token. And this lady is going to see, because I talked to her, she's going to see because she thought she had some. But if I could get one of my uncle's taxi tokens, but anyways, so my family was very much into Chicago, but I got all of these pictures. This was the Italian Village and restaurant. So I really have to look and see if I know any of these places. And I'm even laughing, thinking, wow, wouldn't it be funny if I saw a relative in here, you know? Um, but they're all original pictures. So it's just really cool. So, um, and it's not marked on the back, unfortunately, but Hall of Science, which is now the Science and Industry. So it was just cool. Oh, and then my big one is I'm taking you down here. Wait, let me just flip it around. Okay, the stadium chair from Standard Manufacturing in the World's Fair, and it is in pristine condition. Yes, it's dirty, and I'll clean that up, but um, it folds up. It's really sturdy. Ah! Hope I didn't hurt anybody when I dropped you. So hope I didn't hurt anybody when I dropped you. So yeah, this is the back side of it. So I'd like to hang that on the wall is what I'd like to do. But anyways, I might do a video, like a haul video. But for now, I just wanted to show everybody my excitement is I'm over the moon. Oh, and this ashtray is really fun. It's a Firestone ashtray, and it says 1933 Chicago Firestone Century of Progress. Whoa. And the ashtray just sits in there. Um, yeah, Debbie Sue, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop everybody on their head. So it's the first online auction that I did, and I went yesterday to view it. Like I've been bidding on it all week. Actually, when I was in Virginia, I was bidding on it, and then they extended the closing date until yesterday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And as time went on, I keep getting texts, you've been outbid, you've been outbid. So I immediately would go on there. And if it's something I really wanted, then I would bid higher. But even the guy was really surprised that they didn't have as many bidders. So I didn't spend tons of money on this. Like I would think I would, but I've never done this. So then today I had to go back. It's all the way in Fort Worth, and I went back to pick it all up. And that's when I met the guy who owned all this, his daughter. And so we had, a really nice conversation. I gave her a hug, and of course I started crying because this just means so much, memorabilia for me. Um so anyways, what are you guys up to? I just have a few minutes here because I've got to. Thank you, Rosanny. I'm just like over the moon and shaking, partially because I'm shaking like my regular self, but the other part of me is just so excited. Oh, and then this is what I wanted to read to everybody. There was oh, let's see. Oh, wait, let me turn this around. So here was another ashtray, and then I got recipe books. Um, So this one, famous food, Durkee's. You know Durkee's, like Durkee's mustard. I don't know if that's something from the South or not. So here was Durkee's, and then here was a Wonder Book, World's Fair edition, and it has Wonder Bread and all the things you can make with the Wonder Bread for the World's Fair. Isn't that so cool? And then the Beekeeper's Book of 1917. Supplies and appliances for beekeepers. And it has like all the prices and how you keep your bees and all that fun stuff. And there was one other thing, it was a calendar. Where's my calendar? Sorry, guys, I'm looking for the calendar because I wanted to read it to you. Hmm. No. Okay, let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is like a calendar that you'd probably get like at the bank or something. Um, so this is the calendar. And down here, the calendar that you flip is from 1915 and it's called Reflection. When you pause before life's glass to reflect, and reflection clearly shows a deficit, do not straight do not straight the glass abuse. Do not sulk and get the blues. There's no surer way to lose self-respect. Just brace up and look again. Head erect, strive to get speaking terms with that deficit. Then blame self and put to root, sulks and blues and foolish doubt. Spare the glass and you'll win out. Thus Reflect by Carl Wiggins. I didn't do that justice because I can't read very well when I'm like, holding the phone and all that stuff. But I just thought that was really cool, that little calendar. Um, anyways, hey, Evie. Hi, Invisible YouTube. Everybody, you guys, I'm just so grateful for all of you. Good night, Madame. But yeah, I'm getting my booth ready right now for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and I made a bunch of things for my booth, flags, and I made wooden flags that stand up with firecrackers coming out of it. Like they look like firecrackers, and then I put sparklies coming out of it. And so I've got to get up there. I have most of it priced. I just have to put it out. Sorry, I had to get my Sonic sip in. But anyways, are you guys all having a good day? Paula, congratulations on doing your live yesterday. Evie, you just came up as painting at the park. So I'll have to watch that one. Paula, did you go live earlier? I was driving. Fort Worth it was about an hour. It was 55 minutes to an hour. And then I was there for like an hour and a half getting all the stuff, and then I had to drive back an hour. So I've been gone the majority of the day. But did you go live, Paula? I have it's probably going to be a Mitzi rant that happened to me yesterday. And actually, it'll probably be a short because of being on hold. Oh, you canceled it? Ninja was going on live. Okay. Um, but my rant is not a bad rant, but just about AI and the phone service when you have to reach somebody and you can't get a person, and AI decides if your call is worthy of getting to anybody. But yeah, I wrote notes as I was being tossed around for over an hour yesterday. Oh, I missed it too. I'm not on very often in the mornings just because that's my time that I get the most done. But anyways, Evie, you've been painting. Have you done a live or anything lately? Who else is on here? Simply Debbie Sue. I haven't seen any of your videos lately. I have to check out Simply Debbie Sue because I don't get notifications for a lot of you, and it's getting me really aggravated. But Debbie Sue, I love the poems you'd written, and I actually sent it on to a person I know who does. She's agent and represents authors, new authors, very famous authors. And I had her look at your channel to see what she thought about a book with your poems. So do more of those. Um, So who else is on? Okay, I only have two people on here now. If everybody can tap the thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Um, I'm at 505, guys. I'm just so excited about that. I can't tell you. Thank you, Arslani. I don't know. I mess up everybody's names. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, But with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little haul here. I just figured this was the easiest way for me to do it. I have my closet video that's still, I started editing it last night. So, but I was so tired, I realized I put my videos in different sequence. So I have to like start over. But I do have the closet that I started before I went on my trip. And I finally finished the closet, at least my side of the closet. So that video is going to be coming up. And instead of making this a video, I just kind of wanted to show everybody that was interested in it. And hey, that's about it for now. And thank you so much for chiming in. And don't give up because I'm not going to give up and you matter.